we've all been paying attention to what's going on in this country, you know, with the police brutality, as well as, you know, just a lot of things like that, and especially how it's been affecting the African American and Latino communities. You yourself had your own encounter with police brutality, 1988 in the Bay Area. I want to ask you, how much change, if any, do you think has happened in this country since the time you've started to become an activist till now?
Well, I think that we become more militaristic. I think way back in the day when kids would act up at school, they would get sent to the office, or you would get detention after school or something like that.
Sure.
But now kids are suspended. They're expelled from school. They're actually taken from the school to jails. And so it's become this whole criminalization kind of an attitude, especially against our young people. And we've got the prisons are now privatized, and people are going to jail for things that before they didn't go to jail for. And so I think this is what's really gotten really wrong with our country right now, in making people become criminals when they're really not. You know, young people, they act up. They're teenagers. They're supposed to act up, but you don't send them to jail because they act up or they're defiant in school or whatever. So I think this is what's really gotten wrong, and I think that the racism, unfortunately, is becoming more legitimized. And I think that the prison system and the school to prison pipeline is a real manifestation of that. So in some ways, I think when it comes to that area, I think things have gotten worse. In terms of some of the gains from the 60s about ending discrimination, in terms of people being able to go to schools, and because I know when I went to college, there was like about 5 of us, that were Latinos at my college. And now
Pacific, right?
Yeah,
Stockton,
well, at Stockton College, and then University of Pacific afterwards. But the thing is that now I speak at campuses where you have like over 50% of the campuses are kids are Latinos and African American kids. And so we know that there has been some change in that respect. But at the same time, while things are getting better, we do see that when it comes to the criminal justice system, that things I think have gotten a lot worse.
I recently got to interview my dad and Carlos Santana and Eduardo Olmos, and I asked them both about what they thought the future of this country was in their minds, and they both, in their own words, said that they in the future foresee a Latino or Latina president. And my father even went on to explain a little further, saying that he imagines you being president one of these days. And I just want to know what your thoughts are on that.
Well, I think that was a great honor to have Carlos say that. Many people have forwarded me his video where he said that, and I'm very, very, very flattered. Well, for sure I know it won't be me, but we do know, I think all of us know, that yes, in the future there will be a Latina or a Latino president of the United States of America. I think we'll all look forward to that day. But in the meantime, in the meantime, we've got to make sure that we get all of our Latinos, that they can register to vote, and they get out there and vote. And one of the things I like to say to our Latinos, when you get that ballot and you see all those names and you see all those propositions on that ballot, don't think that you have to fill it all out. I think a lot of our people, they don't vote because they say in Spanish, no quieren quedar mal. They don't want to make a mistake. And so because they're not punching every little name or proposition on that, then they don't do it. And we're saying, no, vote for your president, for your senator, for your congressperson, for the people that you know. And try to ask your neighbors, ask your labor union, community people. And if you don't know, leave it blank. The important thing is to make sure that your name appears on the rolls, that Maria Lopez or Juan Garcia, that your name appears there, that you voted, because that is the power. Because the people that we elect are the ones that decide where our tax dollars are going to be spent. Is it going to go for more jails or for more schools? For more health services, So it's important that we vote, and then the people that we elect, they make the decisions where our money is going to be spent, okay? So it's really important. I like to say election day is the most important day of your life, besides the day that you were born.
Of course, other than your birthday, Election day is the most important day of your life. except for your birthdays.
That's right, because the people that we elect, they make decisions that affect our lives.
That's right, absolutely. Couldn't have said it any better. Dolores, it is such an honor to
Oh
be in your
no,
presence.
no,
Thank
thank
you so
you.
much.
I feel the same way.
Oh, mucho gusto.
Que vivan los Santanas
Ah, sí, sí.
y que vivan los Latinos.
Que vivan los latinos, sí se puede.
Sí se puede.